go ahead and get into MOCKIT versus Secret. With the commentary is Shogun and Lawler. Take it away, guys.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, so in rock, paper, scissors, I win. That's what happens.
What does that even mean, though?
I don't... same thing as Cloud saying rock, paper, scissors. It doesn't mean...
It doesn't make anything.
Sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna like retreat to the wave punk position right here. We got ourselves a good matchup here. Actually, I can see why he does this now. Gonna have MOCKIT versus Team Secret. And Team Secret, obviously, they are now settled into their spot. MOCKIT, they have settled into their spot. So this is effectively an exhibition match between the two. And for MOCKIT, this is more about continuing the streak that they managed to pull up earlier because they played phenomenally.
Yeah, they played really well towards the end of that season against, or that end of that series against Excel. I want to see them continue that on. As for Team Secret, I want to see them get a win.
Yes. Well, we almost actually didn't see Tylacto even play this week. He actually, because he's been moving to uni, which has also kind of interrupted some of his play schedules when it comes to Rocket League and the RLCS. But he had some problems with his computer during the midweek and actually had to go and get it fixed. He was just like, please get it sorted out before we could even get here. So he is here. Obviously, he did manage to get it fixed and it is all sorted out. But now it's time to see if all that work was worthwhile, because they need to get themselves a win. Still currently 0-6. They do not want to join that list of teams that is 0-7.
Yeah, he also mentioned, and I know you talked to him a while ago, about how MOCKIT was one of those teams that if they expected to make it in and continue on, this is one of the teams that they expected to beat. I don't think he noticed the way that they were playing today as when he made that kind of decision, but there's also a lot of things that Team Secret does that we're very proud of. You know, their play style, their shots, their passing. When they get it going, it's phenomenal. It's just they get shut out of that air play very, very quickly, and then they retreat back to defense and they don't do anything about it.
And that's two things that sort of play into one another. It's a case of once you're back, you have so much limited resources to actually work with. Only 2 side boosts and whatever boost you can kind of get around in front of you. It's not enough around there to work with, especially when you're a team that specializes in aerial gameplay. And they just haven't managed to get it going at all this season. But this is their opportunity to build some momentum heading into that promotion tournament. Remember, it's almost confirmed at this point. I do believe it is confirmed. They will be facing Fnatic. I can't wait for that match.
Hey, man, it's going to be a rematch that I know, as you guys said earlier, Fnatic is licking their lips all over. They want that revenge.
So, let us get ourselves into this matchup. Neither of these teams too much to play for, but plenty of pride to try and get a hold of them. For MOCKIT, I think it's going to be more proof to themselves that they can keep the consistency up. And Pashi has been consistently scoring all day.
Just spreading this Team Secret thin. You see a pass out, and then Fairy Peak, as soon as he lands, stops the momentum of that last defender coming in. Just parts the sea for Pashi with an easy goal on the side.
And every single season, there seems to be like one move that we look at and just say, okay, that's the new big thing in the RLCS. Like last season was the backboard plays. In fact, that kind of was there for multiple seasons. This season, though, there's been 2 different things. The infield passing plays, which we saw more towards the end of last season, and those bumps. Every single time, people are looking for defenders. And they were doing that before we even got the easier demos coming out.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, we saw it towards the end of last season where it had to deal with a kind of a counter-attacking style play. I remember a series you and I got to do together with Gale Force and now Envy, where it was really back and forth. They just kind of waited and then attacked with 2. And you see Pashi, he still kind of keeps that style of play with his team where usually one leads and kind of disrupts the situation, and then they counter with 2. And you see it here yet again. 2-0 in under a minute. MOCKIT up on top. Starting this game off early.
Looking for a level of consistency that we haven't seen from them this season. MOCKIT really has been all over the place, but they've been all over the place in a very difficult region to deal with. It's the opportunity now to start building everything up. That's going to be going down. Oh, it's going to be dangerous for the time being, but Continuum can get there just before the oncoming attacking players. Tylacto will be left by himself. He can't do anything about that, and MOCKIT with 3 goals up.
Freaky's starting an early fight with that crossbar right now. He's 50-50 on it. See what his record is by the end of the series, but still a good shot. Lofted over to the top right. Nobody able to rotate back and make the save.
I feel like if you're a MOCKIT player and they were to go on a show like Fear Factor, just bring out a crossbar. They go, nope, we're done. Not playing anymore.
And then against anybody in America, you just bring out their team and they're all giants. And we're like, nope, we're done.
By the way, MOCKIT seem to have put their fears to rest over the past few games. Finding that accuracy that has been eluding them. Pashy going to be up on that wall, looking for a quick hat trick for himself. Continuum, just looking for the rear end of Fairy Peak, and he gets rid of him.
Good pitches by Tylacto on that stop.
Continuum gets faked out by Freaky. Here's going to be the follow-up from Fairy Peak. And Tylacto just bumps him away, looking for the man rather than the ball. Fairy Peak, got time, puts it up high, wants to try and remove Flame, but Flame gets decent contact, does need the follow-up, but he has got it. Going to take the ball down to the other end of the pitch. Tylacto up in the air, there's one touch, tap back down, and just couldn't make it, but Continuum gets the goal nonetheless. We get a phenomenal goal, replaced by a goal that was merely really good.
As much as I wanted Flame to pass that back to Tylacto, still really good team play, as you just mentioned. Everybody being involved, not afraid of the consequence. Everybody pushed up. Passes it straight back down into the middle, right to his teammate.
Here comes Continuum. We've already seen a 3-goal lead dropped earlier on. In fact, it was only just in the last series, Envy taking one back away from PSG. Cash is going to play that one long. He's going to have a long time to play this as well. Gets it off the sidewall.
It's an unfortunate spawn for Continuum. Decided to go for a boost instead. Okay, Pashy space, not something you normally want to do. As Fairy Peak takes a good pass back in the middle of the field. Stopped out by Team Secret, as this high loft going to be met by Freaky. Puts a shot on net right over the top of Continuum.
Okay. Here is a multiple choice question here for you, Lola. A,
It's always C.
does Pashy get the hat trick first? B, does Freaky get the hat trick first? Or C, does no one get the hat trick?
I mean, you could have went with Fairy Peak. He's got no goals, but he's assisted everything.
That is D. I'm going to put the no hat trick as more chance.
I wish I could flip a coin or play rock, paper, scissors.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors. Oh, wait, we can't.
I'm going to go with Pashy.
Okay. The choice has been locked in.
This is the fastest eeny, meeny, miny, mo of my life.
Tylacto now up on the wall. Going to get beat by Pashy, but considering he got the second touch means that he can win the ball. As Flame going to go towards very low boost for him, but he has done well taking out 2 players. Freaky the final man back. Infield pass, but Tylacto will be intercepted by Pashy. He's always got plenty of boost. It's going to be passed straight over to him, but nowhere really near. Still dangerous, though, on the side of Team Secret. They've got plenty of work left to do if they want to try get themselves back in this match. Need a goal almost instantly as well, considering they are against one of the best defenses in the league. Here's Pashy, goes all the way, and it is option A. Lola was right.
I win. Do I get a rubber ducky for that? I know that's kind of your thing.
Yes.
Sweet.
You do get a rubber ducky.
That was a really pretty air dribble.
That's a really pretty rubber ducky. Rubber ducks are awesome, man.
I feel you're super biased, but I'll take one. Gladly.
Gotta build that brand.
Shogun's brand is now rubber duckies.
That's all it's ever been. Here comes Pashy. Oh, it's very big. 4 goals now the difference. 1 minute remaining. For Team Secret, it just seems like new problems have arisen here. The rotation has not been too bad. In fact, I think they've overcorrected the problem of now that they're very well spread out. Problem is they're too spread out, and now they're going to be late to every goal.
Yeah, it's exactly that. They are doing a good job of working the field. It's just a matter of the pace of this MOCKIT team is definitely in their favor. Able to get to it first, but the couple touches that they do make are working out as 2 are going to go up for it. Aerial doesn't matter. Bar down for Tylacto.
Yeah, don't give yourself any more work to do. Tylacto can go coast to coast with this shot all the way across the pitch and wins the crossbar challenge.
Well played, but 40 seconds left on the clock. Looks like MOCKIT's definitely in favor of this one. Going to be tough for this team to make it back, Team Secret, but they're showing good signs of kind of like a training regimen in this sense. You know, they're giving themselves a chance to kind of feel things out, see what things work and what don't. Obviously, they're starting to do a much better job, as we just mentioned a couple seconds ago, about how they're starting to work the field and spread out. Now it's just a matter of matching the pace that comes with that.
It's going to be all about scrim time for Team Secret over the next few weeks. Get as many solid opponents against yourselves so you can be prepared for what is going to be an incredibly tight promotion series. I cannot recommend checking that out enough to every single one of you out there. There's going to be another shot off the crossbar. MOCKIT will take the opening win in convincing fashion.
Yeah, a lot of it. Pashy getting his 3rd hat trick of the day, just showing up all over the field. Still rocking that consistency of shots, 75% in accuracy. But a lot of it because of Fairy Peak. We talked about when they played Excel. You know, Fairy Peak was the goal participation kind of genius on the team. Just being all over the field, just helping out in all facets, and you see it then again.
Just very strong from them by MOCKIT in the opening game. Pretty controlled all that. What are you laughing at?
Tylacto and Flame all caps. Let us win one in chat.
We don't get to see that sort of stuff, but a very good opening match there from MOCKIT. Taking that game 5-2 and just continuing on. Pashy is just getting got. He's making a very late case for himself for this
Everybody's
goal
got him
scorer of
on
the season.
fantasy right now. It's got to be going through the
He's on my fantasy. I am a genius. I got Pashy and I got Cooks. The only one I missed out on this week was VIP, which I'm upset at.
I mean, understandable. I mean, you can only got so much money, Shogun.
I should get extra. I need to speak to the guys. They need to know better. They got to respect me.
They just remove the cap for you. It's
Yes. I'd still lose. Gibbs would still beat me.
Yeah,
you know that. Gibbs is phenomenal at this sort of stuff. I still miss him.
I hope he's feeling better.
Hope he feels. I feel like he might have infected me. I've been getting the sniffles over the last 20 minutes or so. Touch my shirt, he said. I regret that. That is a very weird sentence to be bringing out out of context.
Gibbs wasn't feeling well. He was sweaty. Simple as that.
Okay, yeah, that works. Thank you for bailing me out.
Yep, I got you.
But speaking of a bailout, seems like Team Secret have asked for one from MOCKIT. Unfortunately, because Lawler did bring it up, we will put question marks on any wins Team Secret can get, but it doesn't look like MOCKIT are going to oblige. And Pashy, I feel like this is a sentence I've said a lot today, scores yet again.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Tylacto there up on that back wall. It's difficult to take those reads. In reality, for the mechanics of it, just got to jump, boost a little bit more, and then use that second flip. You do have a couple seconds. Tried to do it all in quick succession, and he ended up missing just shy.
Here comes Flame. Beat by Fairy Peak, who went higher, then gets it over the top. Fairy Peak, I've been so happy with his performances this season. Looked lost in league play after we were bigging him up so much, after so many consistent community results. Finally stepping up to the level we just know he can play at.
Yeah, people completely forgot, I feel, about the fact that him and K-Dop were that just notorious duo, and when he came in, he's very lackluster, very shy in his play, and he kind of broke out of the season, and now you're starting to make performances of that, and it kind of all started around the regional championships. They really had this huge momentum going through. They got to the, second place spot where they always end up for some reason, and it just seems to be that he's really comfortable in his play now, and it's really paying off. It's exciting to see for a player.
Definitely is. I think he got overshadowed for a long period of time considering K-Dop was his teammate. K-Dop just doesn't lose twos tournaments.
No.
There's going to be another shot. Great save there from Tylacto. Going to be following that one straight up. MOCKIT finding themselves 2 goals in the lead already in this match. Going to pass over to the far side. Tylacto looking for Flame. Flame's got himself time, but the ball was always running away from him. Just a little bit of boost away from being able to turn that one into a shot.
Yeah, his best bet was trying to cut off that angle as early as possible and hopefully get a flick over. Probably would have been with a little bit too much power because that ball had quite a bit of pace to it. But still, I do like what Tylacto did there, slowing down the pace. He's not afraid to do that on his own end. It makes it very difficult to read. He's continuing, tries to follow up the 50-50.
Yeah, Flame, he had options. Could have maybe cut that one more into the middle and allowed Tylacto to take a better shot, but instead wanted to try and get it into the net before the defender even arrived. So MOCKIT will still retain this 2-goal lead. Team Secret still trying to battle back. They have not given up too much space. They're actually doing a much better job starting to rotate themselves into the middle of the field and challenge that much more that we do really want to see from them as we continue onwards. Flame will be by himself, by Flame. He gets taken out by Freaky, and Tylacto has to scramble to remove the ball from the oncoming offense.
Tylacto actually put his entire team in a really awkward position there. He got beat out on that original touch and just chased him up the wall rather than rotating back into net. Didn't allow any of his teammates to come out with a challenge, but Pashy gonna get lucky with another one here as it slips by and off of a teammate from Secret.
I'm actually gonna have to legitimately ask the desk after this whereabouts Pashy sits. Gets that one off the rebound from Tylacto's car. 3 goals now to the advantage is MOCKIT, looking like they are just settling into the series. And This is the offensive side of their gameplay that we haven't seen much of throughout this season, but the very last game they had against Envy, oh my goodness, my brain is all over the place right now. But the very last game that we did see them play, they had played very well indeed, and they're continuing that on in this series.
Trying to provide a statement. Pashy again, one away from another hat trick. Just really flexing his muscles as he sets one up here, and Fairy Peak with the softest of shots partied up with a yay.
There was too many people committed. Not much analysis needed there. That is everybody going for a single ball. Just been a problem for Team Secret where they do see it and just keeping the ball cam on, not really communicating with one another. But who is supposed to go? So 4 goals now over to the side of MOCKIT. 5 goals, no, Freaky can't hit the target. And MOCKIT going to say goodbye to that one. You see, this is the reason why Pashy's got all the goals, Freaky. Selecto now over on the side. Going to get the best result, and here comes Pashy. How many goals is that? Oh, it's another hat trick.
Yep, Pashy doing what Pashy does best. Cleaning up.
The angle from that. That was a very difficult angle to hit as well. Which boost?
The red flamethrower one.
It's red thermal.
Is thermal?
I believe. Yeah, it's thermal. I own my boosts. Okay, kickoff goal coming in. No one left in net. Team Secret are going to pick up their first.
Trying to see what happens here. Flame and okay.
That's a bad kickoff.
Yeah, so Freaky went up to the right boost. Pashy went to the back left boost. And Fairy Peak lost the kickoff.
Fairy Peak didn't lose the kickoff. He caught the side of it.
Yeah, he lost it.
No contact, really.
Just watched it run away from him. Tap attack in hand.
50 left. Freaky going to put that on target on Talecto. Just there in time. MOCKIT have been putting up a clinic. Maybe not in kickoffs, but at least in regular gameplay. Just trying to prove that they might be a level beyond Team Secret in this matchup. So Flame's going to be up. Gets a decent negative angle. Here comes Talecto. Even if he tapped that down, there was going to be no options. 2 players committed. Here's Fairy Peak. Gets it back over to Freaky. I can understand it. Put everything forward. Get Freaky some goals.
That was actually a really crazy play. For him to have the awareness to drop that down, and then instead of going directly forward, he actually passes it back to his teammates. But it's good to see, like, in this opportunity, obviously they're, having fun with it, but everybody's spreading out, everybody's being involved. They're kind of trying out some new things with these passes. Just kind of getting that chemistry down and making sure it's solid before they go into the final weeks.
Pashy off that backboard. It will be Talecto looking for the clear, but can't make solid contact. Everyone's going to start rotating back. You see the control attempt there from continuing, but that does open up the opportunity to come in for a challenge, and that is what Fairy Peak does do. Pashy looking for Fairy, going to get off that backboard. Pashy's got the opportunity to go for the follow-up. He's going to look for his 4th, and he finds it.
Another one for Pashy, and to me this is actually really reminiscent of last season towards the end. We saw a MOCKIT squad that slowly was starting to build up, and then out of nowhere, we're just like, these guys are hot going into the playoffs. The only benefit of this season is we don't have Gibbs talking about it the whole time.
Well, if you're Team Secret right now, check your Steam messages. I'm absolutely certain that all of you are being just shouted at by Niels Cook saying, stop letting them score. I want this championship. I want this goal-scoring trophy to be mine. And there's going to be yet another one going in. Pashy picking up his 5th. 1 goal away from beating this season's record.
I legitimately want to see the difference for Golden Striker with before this week and then Pashy afterwards. Just Pashy.
I think this is the... I'm so good at my fantasy. I'm going to keep going back to this.
So many. Obviously, and for traditional Waypunk, first Brazil we've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, like I said when we brought up earlier, I haven't seen one since I believe Kauno's last season against Flipside. Goodbye. Yeah, 8-1. Freaky finally gets on the board though. Gets some love for himself, considering he has been the setup guy for this MOCKIT squad. And he forgets what?
The best part about that boost is you get to hear it twice, because you get it in the replay and when it goes in.
I'm starting to think maybe MOCKIT has, and the unfortunate thing is we've seen quite a few to start making this comparison, but I feel like everyone on MOCKIT is running their birthday party. Goal explosion.
I know Freaky and Pashy are for sure.
I need to see Fairy Peak.
On the other hand, I want to see Excel show off theirs. Maybe one of them's got popcorn. Still probably one of my favorites.
I know Talecto is running the popcorn. Down to the other end, that will be ending this game. Game number 2, solidly over to MOCKIT. The biggest win in the European RLCS, and maybe across both. In fact, I think that is definitely correct. MOCKIT stomping on Team Secret.
Yeah, that's a lackluster way of saying that. Both Pashy and Freaky with 8 shots, double what Team Secret had altogether. That's an insane amount, and it shows in the pressure. Just the difference in level of play right now about how MOCKIT is really controlling the field. We talked about at the kind of the beginning about how spreading out the field, like, yes, it does give you the ability to attack, but you are also putting in respect to your teammate that is your area to cover. That is your zone that you have to control, and they're just getting beat by it in every single aspect.
Just often seem like they are so late to the ball. Like, there's not even challenges at this point. They are always so late, not even able to control their own boost at this point in time. MOCKIT are all over them. And for Team Secret, this cannot feel good, especially knowing that you have got such huge matches coming up. But they just seem like they are deflated as a squad, slowly but surely as the season has gone along. The beach ball has been popped and slowly
No, those are the
gone
balloons.
down.
Those are the balloons that are getting popped.
If I popped a balloon, it's instantly gone. If I pop a beach ball, it's like slowly gonna...
That didn't look slow. That was just all or nothing, and it looked painful.
Talking about Secret right now.
Yes.
Yes. Good man. Gonna go into our third game. MOCKIT trying to complete the sweep against this Team Secret squad that has looked lackluster so far. Only one more game to really try and pull it back up. So we're gonna be continuing here on Manfield.
Well, starting off early, everybody getting involved. Not the cleanest, but they'll be getting a touch in. As to commit for the save. Bump coming out. Looks like Freaky's going to try and maintain possession, but Flame there in the right spot at the right time. Tylac, though, not able to get a touch on it. As we go back and forth, everybody just make a touch. It's probably not the cleanest until we maintain possession in the next couple of seconds here from one of the teams.
This will be the most telling moment now for Team Secret. They've got the ball out, but it will be immediately put back towards them. How well can they do when they're having consistent pressure? There's no one challenging the midfield right now. Just giving the ball back over to MOCKIT and allowing them to control the vast majority of the pitch. It's very big. Trying to tap over to the side, but Tylacto does read it. Flame, he's got continuing to aim for. But Pashy reads the ball well. Very Peak can put this one long. And there is no one in net. Very Peak picking up another one. And we have it confirmed. The whole team has got the birthday party goal celebration.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Secret team, it just feels everybody's kind of feeling rushed. You saw Tylacto on the outside there, just every single touch, just jumping immediately, taking no time. And when he plays his best is when he does have that time to make plays and go up for the aerials and stuff like that. And a lot of it, he doesn't have boost because he got denied the whole way down. But still, in that situation, he could force a 50-50, he could try something out, but he just throws it away. He's like, no, I don't want to touch it. It's dangerous. I don't want to be the one that makes the mistake. And it seems like he's lacked that confidence.
Just been a season of frustration for Team Secret. Get yourself into the RLCS, it's the biggest opportunity you get, and when it's just not going your way, it can be very easy for it all to start slipping. The Flame will slip that one right past the MOCKIT defense after the demo. They're gonna tie this one back up.
Really well played by Tylacto. As soon as he lands, tries to see what his opportunities are, takes the boost and then spends half of it putting it into the defense of MOCKIT.
So, minute 25 into this match. Pashy with the ball. Very Peak comes forward. I'm not too sure what the plan was. Maybe
getting me fantasy points.
Oh, you got Very Peak?
Yep.
Got ourselves a little on-team rivalry. We should start messaging them, telling them, yeah, play Greed.
Hey, give me a sec. Just kidding.
Very Peak. I mean, you've got plenty of time. We already know I do all the work here. Wow. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. Oh, this bromance is dying really quick.
It's all your fault.
Oh, but there will be no blame to put on Flame. He's going to pick that one up. A great shot.
That's a pretty good rhyme from you there.
That was unintentional, but I will take it.
No blame for Flame. Just on whoever that last player was that swung in own goaled it. I didn't see his name.
You got to respect it. You got to jump up. You got to try and go for the save. Crossbar coming in, and you could hear it with the evil laugh as it deflects off straight into the defending player, into the net.
Still credit going to Secret. Finally applying that pressure. Another touch. This is the Flame we've been waiting for.
Tylacto will be credited with the goal, but looking much better. Finally getting themselves some time in the offensive end. It's been an area that Team Secret have only been able to catch glimpses of from a distance at times. Finally finding themselves around and actually going for some passing plays, making life difficult. A lot of the time when you're playing against Team Secret, we've seen teams just rotate everyone back because they know they're just going to hit straight at us.
I mean, those are the situations that we talk about where it's like, yo, don't count out Secret just yet. They do have good capabilities. And you saw it there, you know, a good pass. He plays it lightly back to his teammates, so his teammate's going to be the first one to get a touch. And then a shot over the top. So the capability is there. It just seems to be when they get spread thin, they don't know how to work their way out of it or control that pace back. They just get overwhelmed. And we saw what can happen when you lose, you know, 8-1. We saw in our previous match.
Yes, and Team Secret, they were not a huge surprise when they qualified for the RLCS. They were actually a team I thought that were going to drop out from the top 8, top 6. And just not quite make it. So they were a highly expected team. It's just the pressure seems to have got to them at times. They as a team are rock solid. I will give them that. Every time I've ever watched them play in a weekly or anything outside of the RLCS, I have always been impressed. But it's just a different level, and for Flame and Tylacto, it's a level that they haven't played at before. There's Continuum trying to continue. So I do apologize for that one, not intentional.
I was going to let it go, but no, I don't have to.
That's going to be up high. Potential to follow up. There's going to be dropping straight down. Flame picking up another one. I think that might be a hat trick.
Yeah, really good play all around, and indeed a hat trick for Flame, showing that Hashi's not the only one on the field who can get one. Well, this is kind of the circumstance that we've been waiting for. It's just as soon as the other team eases off, they finally get to spread their wings and kind of really showcase what they're about. It's just difficult because we talk, I mean, two totally different circumstances. Obviously, it's difficult to kind of get that, you know, that rock off your shoulder, that chip off your shoulder where you didn't have a win yet. You know, it just plagues you time and time again. Obviously, Legion's finally got theirs, and they kind of changed their play style a little bit, and it worked out. And you could just tell, like, how motivated they were. They're like, all right, we finally got one. And Secret's still battling that.
You want to be a successful RLCS team, you have to always play like you have got everything to gain, not as if you've got things to lose. Freaky will look to get himself yet another goal. Only picking up one singular one as we head into the final minute. Played up onto the wall. 3 minutes, or 3 goals remaining in this final minute. For MOCKIT to try and get back, this might be an opportunity to get it. 1 and 2. Fairy Pete just couldn't reach the pass that was too far ahead of him. 44 seconds remaining. There is a lot of work for MOCKIT to do. Almost made it even more. Continuing fighting by himself, but decent positioning on the halfway line allows him to continue the pressure. More time wasted away. Team Secret are going to have themselves a lifeline if they can keep this going.
Now, we joked, obviously, in chat about the guys saying, hey, give us a win. I think that's the difference. They didn't ask for it this time. They took it themselves, and you're seeing that in their play style. Pass plays are going to each other. Obviously, a couple of mistakes here and there, and you're going to see one going because of it here. Of course, Pashy's going to get the points for it. But it's one of those situations where they're starting to play a little bit more aggressive. They're not afraid to move up and make some of these touches. It's just anytime they put that slight hesitation in, their play slows down, and MOCKIT takes advantage of it.
And a lot of the time, we have spent a lot of the season talking about their win over the leftovers. But the reason why we do that is because that is one of the best examples we have seen of Team Secret playing right, playing the way that they should do. But ever since then, they've lost that ability to really contest. It almost seems like they've been almost subservient to everyone else's offense and allowing it to happen. Where if they were to start challenging a lot more, they would be so much better off. And in this game, they did challenge more. They got the results. Continuum gets one heck of a save to pretty much finish off this matchup. Team Secret takes the win. More of that, please.
Yep, complete different story in this third match of the series, going from 8-1 now to 4-2. A lot of it on the back of Flame, just putting in tons of shots with that hat trick. But everybody, I mean, you look,
I've ever seen.
I mean, you look at that that kind of stat board, and look how everybody's involved. You know, numbers for everybody, whether it be assists, saves. Everybody's getting involved in the sense for these plays to move up and down. But MOCKIT just looked lackluster. It feels like they're like, all right, this is kind of like a shoe-in, and they played like it. It's one of those things you can't take any of these teams and you
don't do that.
You just can't.
Never do that. We already know that Team Secret can come in and play. And we already saw it happen earlier where it seemed like PSG kind of took their foot off the gas and they ended up dropping their unbeaten record. Team Secret would not like to go the other way of the board and go 0-7, so they are still going to be playing with everything they can. And with that win, they'll start to believe just that little bit more that they can do it. Flame, 3 goals for 2 shots, so pretty good shooting percentage. Finally up there.
Kind of good.
Yeah, right up there with Corrupted G and Sizz, I think. It is it's like 150%.
You can do it.
I can't, dude. I like barely passed my GCSEs in math.
I don't even know what those are because I'm not from Europe.
Oh, they're just regular old school grades.
No. We call it a high school diploma.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah. HSD.
I can't do anything with this,
No
Lola.
one would ever call it. No one would ever call it that.
Lola, I want you to take the ball and stop dropping it. Okay, let's move.
I'm not on the field, man. I'm not dribbling.
Game number 4 now between Team Secret and MOCKIT. Team Secret would like to continue on with the results that they got earlier in the previous matchup, but in order to do that, they're going to have to refine a form of consistency that has just been lacking throughout this entire season. Flame tries to put that one straight down, going to be offering the ball over to MOCKIT. Pashi flicks it up. He's got Fairy aim for now over in the corner. It's going to be very interesting to see how Team Secret react to this, because it's been their main position of weakness throughout the season, getting stuck in this half. Very curious to see how much boost they've got. As you see Tylacto actually in the background, running, trying his hardest to confirm that boost over in his own corner. That's how desperate they've been at times.
Yeah, this team on MOCKIT not making it easy. When you're looking at every player on the field right now, under half, except for Continuum, who's completely out. But Tylacto able to snag another one there. It's going to use it to get over one. Fortunately, the touch and his recovery not on point. Puts it right back into their own zone. There's the difference. You see Flame talking about how he needs to take control of it, be the first one there. Starting to bring that over from the last match.
So they have to restart yet again. MOCKIT had a long period of time on the offense. Gonna work it back in. As now Team Secret are going to try and defend the halfway line. They have done so far. Now to try and steal some boost away, they might be able to put themselves up for a strong offensive siege, but a good flick from Fairy Peak's going to make this very difficult. Everyone's starting to move back. Here's Freaky with a shot off the pass from Pashi. Everyone missing it as well. Tylacto's got an open net to aim for. He's going to hit the target. MOCKIT cannot settle on this. Team Secret are threatening.
Nah, just two mistakes. Both players saw the boost and are like, I kind of want it, but I should probably go for the ball. So they zigzag around it. One gets demoed and one gets the boost, I guess.
I don't think they got nutted from that.
I mean, they got a goal scored on them.
Your boost is worth nothing when it's getting completely reset after a goal goes in. Tylacto going to put that one up. Continuum can go for the follow-up. Hits the crossbar. And for once, MOCKIT can say thank you very much to the woodwork, as it prevents them from being 2 goals down in this match.
Completely different story in this series so far. The Secret is trying to make a comeback. Obviously having to reverse sweep, not going to be an easy task, as MOCKIT has showed dominant in their pace.
Crossbar, crossbar, target, hit, goal for Pashi.
It just has to be Pashi.
I think that might be, you know what this looks like right now? It looks like a Harlem Globetrotters, where they just hit off the backboard, hit off the backboard. Now we're coming in for the goal.
I mean, Pash is probably one of the easiest ones to get the dunk, how tall he is, so it makes sense. Standing at a no small feet of 6'7" or something like that.
It's called too tall.
Yep.
Okay. Wave Punk already makes me feel like a tiny man.
It's the boots.
It is. He doesn't need those. That's just cheating at this point. Freaky over in the corner. He takes out 2 players. There is Pashi yet again. Can turn it in for the goal. But well played it from Freaky, playing it underneath 2 players.
Really, really good play in 2 ways as well.
It's a pinch.
Yeah, that first one he played with that trap hits in front of him, but for the ability to use the rest of his boost, because he only had about a handful, he was able to get up. And then that pinch I don't think was intentional, because when he was jumping forward into it to just try to get a hit on it, his top right of his card just smacked into it and pinched it across. So getting a little bit of luck on his side on that one. Still a good play
2 players committed from Team Secret. Almost a huge mistake. They're going to continue to pay for it, but they just about survive. Now continuing down to the other end of the pitch. He plays it a little bit too heavy with his first touch. And now Team Secret back on the defense. There's going to be 1 save. Needs to get a second, but Tylacto will be now removed. Diving straight in for the ball. Flame with the mistake. Pashi with the shot. With the hat trick. How many goals can he get in one day?
Okay, so he had 5 in that one, and then he has 8 with this one. Forget the other series. I know it's a lot.
It is a ridiculous amount. I believe that is now his 3rd hat trick, 4th?
In just a series.
Oh, no, I'm talking both series.
Both series, 4, 5, a lot.
It's way more than it should be.
Yep.
Now for Team Secret, they have got roughly 90 seconds. They want to avoid being the 0-7 team this season. Allegiance managed to do it yesterday. They are going to try and do it. Last season it was set to destroy. Team Secret would not like to add themselves to that club. Here's going to be the shot from Flame. They've managed to put it within 1 goal. Plenty of time remaining for Team Secret.
A lot of it because of Continuum. Just that secondary touch. Both players going up and respecting it. Instead of keeping one down, someone needs to come from a horizontal side and kind of push that out. But both of them are boosting straight up as well.
Do you know what that looks like to me? You know when you go to the arcade and you've got those machines where you put the coin at the top and it starts slowly rolling down? For... You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Not at the moment.
I'm hoping someone out there does.
Okay.
So that would remind me of a lot. Ricky up high. Here comes Pashy. Pashy trying to go for the setup. He can get a second touch and pull out Continuum. He has put out Continuum. Flame with the late block. Up high yet again. Flame doesn't have the boost. Here is Tylacto. He's got Continuum right behind him. On the shadow. Might have been a bit too close, actually, as Freaking go for the pass. Over to Fairy Peak. Launches it up underneath the crossbar. And it's now 41 seconds remaining for Team Secret to avoid this.
Gorgeous pass play and control from Freaky there. Just feathering his boost to make sure he rotates perfectly so that angle cuts across sharp. But everybody on MOCKIT showing how well they work the field when they use that positioning. Cleared up immediately and then a pass back inside. Very difficult to try to save for Team Secret. So it looks like this MOCKIT team is waking up again.
Well, James Bart said he might just bet his house. Seems like it might be safe as that's going to go off the post. Here's Freaky looking for that one over the top. Pashy just cannot quite reach it. Very Peak now off that backboard. The follow-up from Pashy. He's going to drop that one in. His 4th goal, a playmaker for Fairy Peak. And that will do it.
Yeah, plenty of boost for both players. You see Pashy using that well. As he's boosting one way, he then turns to the left and makes sure to boost towards the net too. He's got to slow that momentum a little bit. So he's a little bit further out. It's not going to take the angle he's looking for. Only 10 seconds left. MOCKIT doing a good job of securing their spot. And what we saw at the beginning of this match, 2 totally different stories. MOCKIT just trying to get some practice before they go into the relegation, or not the relegation, my apologies. They go into playoffs. While the Secret team plays in the RLCS promotion tourney next in time we see them.
I think it's 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, there's a week break in between.
Pashy's going to try and drop this in for one more.
Oh,
he will get it. 5 goals. I wasn't joking earlier, by the way. I do want to know how close he is, if maybe he's overtaken Niels Cook for that goal-scoring medal. That is going to be his 5th of this game. And with that, MOCKIT will secure the 2-0 week, and Team Secret will be resigned to a 0-7 season. It's been a rough ride for them, and now it's all over.
Still a valiant effort in game number 3, showing that they are a team not to be taken lightly. Plenty of shots and goals coming out. Just once MOCKIT decided to turn it on, we saw them very reminiscent of their previous series in the day, and looked dominating from all sides of the field.
And if this MOCKIT turns up next week across both games, whoever gets them is going to be in so much trouble. EU, I already said at the top of the show, is going to be very close next week. MOCKIT just made everyone that they could potentially face just a little bit more scared.
Yeah, for everybody who's sitting back kind of watching, like, who are we going to end up playing? Like, what's going on? There's no safety whatsoever in Europe, and there never has been.
No, certainly hasn't been. I mean, every single team wants to avoid that. We saw it last season. We keep bringing it back up because it was by far the best match I've ever seen between the now Method boys against Flipside Tactics. But everyone else knows about that as well. They're just going, we must avoid this at all costs. So, honestly, MOCKIT looking solid, and to break down just how solid they were this series, and to tell us just how many goals Pashy did, I'm sure James was on it. We're going to hand it back over to Axel Toss and the desk.
Yeah, a lot of fun numbers to play with from that one. A few records here and there. Of course, there's the everyone's racing for the Golden Striker. We might have some updates on that. But first, we're going to get into the Mobile One High Performance Replay and discuss what happened during that series. Certainly an interesting one, as MOCKIT proving to be a force through 2 games, but then Secret showing a little bit of fight there in Game 3, but ultimately MOCKIT able to pull.
Yeah, they were actually at risk of having the worst win percentage in RLCS history, but that win there allowed them to stave off making the history books in the negative way, so they're happy about that. But Pashy, what on earth? 20 goals for MOCKIT, 14 of them were from Pashy.
Oh, so Secret put up 24 saves and 24 shots in this game, okay? MOCKIT only had to do a little over half of that in the save department at 13, and they had 50 shots. So much more offense, so much less defense. They were just completely in control. And Pashy had like multiple games today with more than 5 goals. Are you kidding me?
That is absolutely insane. And Shogun was alluding to it. Pashy is now leading for Golden Striker after that insane amount of goals, but it's still not over yet. Niels, who's up there in the race as well, has an opportunity in the last series versus Method, but it's going to be a tough performance to follow. I mean, in last season, Cooks took it with .94 goals per game. Fireburner and NA took it with .92. Pashy is well over a goal. We'll get the final stats figured out, but he's over a goal per game. And now Fairy Peak is leading in the clutch playmaker department as well. So that series, I had mentioned the series versus Secret might be a Pat statting series, but I don't know what you call the step above stat batting. That was a little more than
this
stat
is a team that's going to finish like 5th or 6th in our standings.
They were guaranteed pretty much.
And there's a very good chance right now that they're going to win the accolades races, which is just bonkers.
Yeah, it was good for them. That if they would have lost, they would have finished 6th or 5th. Regardless, they would have had, or 4th or 5th, they would have had to play Excel regardless. So this time, Pashy and Fairy just wanted to get that award.
Check out this week RLCS Overtime. All the accolades will be discussed for both North America and European region, and maybe OCE region. Not sure about that, but definitely tune in to RLCS Overtime for more info on accolades. But guys, MOCKIT, after beating Excel and having such a good series there, looking forward to next week, the regional championships, very important week, where it's going to be MOCKIT versus Excel again, and that's going to be for a spot at the LAN. So based on how MOCKIT played against Secret and based on their series against Excel there, how do you think MOCKIT is feeling right now, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think MOCKIT is feeling great. It's going to be another tough challenge that we saw with Excel. It went to Game 5, so they're just going to keep preparing, but it all just depends who shows up on that day, and it's going to be best of 7, so a lot of times the better team wins, and I honestly feel like MOCKIT is the better team. I predicted them over Excel today. I strongly believe that they are a better team, and they're just going to have to prove it. Just if they play like they did this week, they should be fine.
Yeah, we've said it so many times today, it's worth saying again. Everyone in this top 6 is so tight in Europe, and I cannot wait to watch the matches in the regional championships.
Yeah, so both MOCKIT and Secret are done for the day and for the regular season. MOCKIT ending as good as you could, going 2-0, and one of those wins is against who they're playing next week to get into the World Championship. Secret falling out of the league. They're going to go to the promotion tournament in the 8th seed with Envy. So that wraps up that series. We have one match to go here, and it is still an important one. We have Method coming to the pitch, and they're going to be facing off against Excel. Method vying for a #1 spot in the standings. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.